A high-end phone in a small form factor is something which is unheard in the Android industry. With almost all the flagship Android phones starting at about 5 inches in size, there are almost no choices left for a user who wants a powerful phone that is perfectly usable with one hand. But now, in 2014, Sony aims to change this with the launch of the Xperia Z1 Compact. What's going on guys, it's Gizmodict here and this is the full review of the Xperia Z1 Compact. With a glass body design, a beefy hardware and a high resolution camera, the Z1 Compact borrows a lot from its elder brother, the Xperia Z1. The major difference differentiating the two phones apart is obviously the size and the resolution of the displays. With a full glass body on the front and the back along with metal on the sides, the Z1 Compact is a blend of high quality materials. It feels great and very premium in the hands, and at 137 grams it is not very heavy either. Sony claims the glass body to be shatterproof, but I noticed that my review unit had a lot of scratches on the back, indicating that the phone has seen some serious abuse before. Since we are talking about the build quality, it is worth mentioning that the phone comes with IP68 certification, making it dust and waterproof up to a certain level. However, you need to make sure that all the flaps on the phone are covered for protection, and the touchscreen will actually not work when the phone is underwater. Also, you need to use the tiny camera button on the side for some underwater shooting. The power and the volume button placement is a little lower on the side, which takes more time to adjust. The headphone jack is on the top and it does not require any flaps for waterproofing. The left side of the phone has 3 flaps covering the charging port, the microSD slot and a micro SIM tray. There is also an accessory port next to the SD card slot. The bottom houses a mono speaker, which is kind of disappointing in quality, and I often found myself covering it while using the phone in landscape mode. One thing that sets apart the Z1 Compact from the other flagship devices is obviously its display. The Z1 Compact sports a 4.3-inch 720p triluminous Super LCD display. Although the display is 1280 by 720, it still gives it a pixel density of about 342, which is high enough for a phone of this size. The black levels are deep on the screen, and Sony's X-Reality engine works great too. One thing which Sony has improved a lot since the Z1 is the display quality. The display panel on the Z1 Compact is superb in color reproduction, and the viewing angles are amazing too. It does not face the off-axis viewing angle problems like the Xperia Z1. Overall, gaming and movie watching is fun on this screen. Even though I do like bigger displays more, I love the screen on the Z1 Compact, and for those who prefer smaller screen sizes, this screen is perfect. Typing with one hand is not an issue, and even visibility in direct sunlight is great. One thing which I would like to mention is that my unit had a defective vibrating motor. So half of the time while I was typing, the haptic feedback was lost and the phone did not even vibrate. I had to shake the phone a few times to get it working again. But I guess this issue is probably been resolved by now, as my unit might have been the pre-production review unit. Under the hood, the Z1 Compact is powered by a Snapdragon 800 chipset along with Adreno 330 GPU coupled with 2GB of RAM. As a result of such beefy specs, this phone flies in terms of performance. Everything is buttery smooth and fluid on the Z1 Compact. Since the display is only 720p, you get even more performance as there are less pixels to push. The phone crushes through all the benchmarks and plays every game you throw at it. So in terms of performance, the Z1 Compact does no compromise. One of the most marketed features of this phone is the 20.7 megapixel G sensor, which was featured on the Z1 too. I have personally used the camera on the Z1, and I can say that Sony has improved a lot in terms of software here. The KitKat update has offered even more improvements. To enter the camera, you can long press the camera button or use the application itself. The camera layout is simplistic with various modes. There is Superior Auto mode, which takes photos at 8 megapixel. To shoot photos in full resolution, you need to go to the manual mode, which offers very few manual settings, and I think that Sony should add more settings here like manual focus, etc. There are various other modes such as time shift burst, which will take an array of photos and you can select the perfect one. The Z1 Compact also comes with a virtual reality mode wherein you can shoot creative photos with animated elements. One thing which I would like to mention is that the noise reduction algorithms used by Sony do affect the quality a little, but this is noticeable when you zoom way too much into the photo. Otherwise it's fine, and the noise reduction technique actually does help in low light. The photos do seem to be overexposed and sometimes lack saturation, but you can resolve these problems by editing or using another camera app. Here are a few sample shots and a video from the Z1 Compact. Do check the quality out for yourself. This is an audio and video test from the Xperia Z1. On the software side, the Z1 Compact runs on the latest build of KitKat, which is 4.4.2 at the time of shooting this video. It runs on the Sony UI, which is actually pleasant to use. It does not bog down the performance of the phone by adding various features, but it is rather simplistic and easy to use. There is no lag while browsing through the phone, and the UI also offers a little customization in terms of Xperia themes and a few other things here and there. But I anyways installed Nova Launcher and a custom icon pack to give my phone a different look. There are a few common Sony apps like Walkman, Album, Movies, Track ID installed on the phone, and they are quite useful too. The Sony small apps are also great little add-ons. You can use various applications or widgets while using any application. These small apps float on the screen and are very useful at times. Overall, the software is non-obtrusive and provides a smooth and fluid user experience. The battery life is great on the Z1 Compact too. The 2300 mAh battery has enough juice to power your phone a full day on medium to heavy use. If you use the various little battery optimization tweaks offered by Sony, you might make it through a day and a half on full charge. The standby time is really good on the phone. There is only about 2% loss in battery if the phone is kept idle for about 6 to 7 hours. So overall, no issues with the battery life, it's great on this phone. Call quality was also pretty decent, and the network and the Wi-Fi reception was great too. I had no dropped calls while using the phone for about 10 days. So overall, the Xperia Z1 Compact completely justifies its tagline: outstanding performance in the size for you. The phone looks good, feels great in the hand, performs very well, takes decent pictures, and it's pretty rugged too. I loved using the Z1 Compact even though I'm a big fan of bigger phones. So if you are looking for a phone which does not compromise on performance and comes in a pocketable, easily usable form factor, you should definitely go ahead with the Z1 Compact. And because of its strong performance in a compact size, it definitely deserves to be called as the iPhone of the Android industry. Of course, until the iPhone's screen blows up too much in size. So anyways, this concludes my review of the Xperia Z1 Compact. I hope you guys liked the video, and if you did, feel free to hit that like button below the video. Do post your questions and opinions about the Z1 Compact in the comments. For more such content, do not forget to subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button below the video. You can also follow me on my social media for more updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.